We're live, so what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we could talk about whatever we want, technically speaking. Hey, remember Gage from Discord?
Yeah?
He says he'll probably join once he's done eating or whatever.
Gage. The name sounds vaguely familiar.
We were I think we went on a whole rant about how Disney cheated George.
You got to be a little bit more specific.
Well, when he joins, you'll know.
Yeah, I hate to sound like Zarbon and from Team Four Stars. Yeah, you'd have to be a little bit more specific. I go on lots of tangents about how much I hate Disney.
I think we were watching that Jeremy Johns video where he apologized after
Yeah, I still
celebrating.
can't believe he did that.
Yeah, honestly, he has my respects because these days, not a lot of people own up to their own mistakes.
I mean, I don't even consider it a mistake. He just had a take, but he
Yeah,
regrets it.
yeah,
And so,
he regrets it. True, you're right.
yeah, he's a bigger man than Red Letter Media. But then again, that ain't saying much because Red Letter Media are pretty small.
Well, I mean, look, Red Letter Media. It's like I'll give them this. At least they were willing to admit the Disney sequels were bad. But what really gets me is how they were just how even though they admit the Disney sequels were bad, they were still like we prefer them over the prequels. I'm like these assholes, you know.
Yeah, so rather me, if you happen to see this, do me a favor. Jump off a cliff.
Dude, I don't think Red Letter Media even knows we exist. And
I know, I'm just saying, if they run across this by chance, yeah, if you work for Red Letter Media or are associated with this, take this message to your boss. Tell him I personally said, fuck you.
oh wow, dude, you really hate Red Letter Media.
Yeah, they can go kill themselves.
Oh my god, Gage, dude, stop freaking people out like that.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
They're assholes.
Because
They're
you're too
pieces of-
nice, Dan.
All
They're
right,
hipster
all right.
douchebags.
I don't know. I always thought in my life taking the Jedi approach to things would make, I don't know, people like you. No, not make people like you, but make peace or something.
Well, I'm not a Jedi. I say this a million times. I'm a Mandalorian supremacist, and Mandalorians are petty.
Fair enough.
Well, depending on the Mandalorian, I suppose.
I gotta ask though, Nathan. What made you not like the George Lucas slash Dave Filoni version of the Mandalorians in the Clone Wars?
Well, let me think. They made them into blonde-haired, blue-eyed Germans for one. They made them all into pacifists. They ignore the fact that the true Mandalorians, I mean, the faction. There's no true Mandalorians. It's just super commandos, basically, led by Jester Mariel.
Yeah.
There's also the fact of there's no middle ground with them. It's either you're a pacifist tree hugger or you're an extremist in Death Watch.
Well, I mean, look, Satine was a bit debatable with Obi-Wan, but I'm pretty sure the only reason why Death Watch are treated badly is because they're literally going around attacking people.
No, from what I hear, New Mandalorians, they look down on anyone who isn't a peace hugger, basically. Like, if you carry weapons or you want to go your own way, they look down on you. Like, Satine is the Angela Merkel of Mandalorians, basically. So, yeah, I'm glad she's dead.
I'm not glad she's dead. I mean, the look on Obi-Wan's face was tragic.
Oh, no, Obi-Wan, I'm glad he suffered a little. I'm not going to lie. I hate Obi-Wan, too.
You hate Obi-Wan? Who hates Obi-Wan? I can't think of a single Star Wars fan that hates Obi-Wan.
Wait. This guy. Me. I hate him.
Or do you hate the Clone Wars Obi-Wan?
I hate Obi-Wan in general because regardless of who he used to be, he turned into an asshole who lied to Luke's face, justified lying to him as it being a certain point of view, and was trying to use that to kill his own father. I'm sorry, why should I like this guy? He's a piece of shit.
Oh, holy shit, you are Scottish.
Damn.
You do hold fucking grudges. No, but in all seriousness, dude, it's like, look at it this way, man. Anakin did technically die. Vader killed him. He's not lying. If you ask me, that's
No,
my.
no. That is metaphorical bullshit, and I do not subscribe to that bullshit.
You might want to put that up with Lucas himself.
I don't care. Like, Lucas also says that the Fets aren't really Mandalorians. I'm like, no, fuck that. And George Lucas, I disagree.
I mean, in the EU, they're Mandalorians, but in the G canon and T canon and Disney canon, well, okay, in the G canon and T canon, they're not. But in the Disney canon, I think Filoni retconned it that Jango was once a Mandalorian, but then he broke off. Like, Filoni tried to appease both sides, and it just came off as weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not
That's
a good idea.
Dave
Like, just
Filoni
pick,
for you.
it's like shit or get off the pot. Is basically how I look at it. Like, just pick a side and then stay the course.
Like, look, I don't mind what Filoni did with the whole retcon thing, but honestly, my issue is that, to me, it could have been done better.
Dave Filoni just needs to just back off from Star Wars in general.
I mean, well, he did a good job with Tales of the Jedi, if you ask
How
me.
so? Can you care to explain that?
Yeah, I can. For one, he did exactly what Lucas did, which was keep the politics as undertoned, subtext, and he put the quality of the story and characters first. You saw it in the Dooku episodes.
Now, yeah, that he did that with the Dooku episodes. It's just the Ahsoka episodes. I mean, I'm not trying to say it was all politics or whatever. I knew he kept them undertoned. That's the only plus side to it. But the
I wouldn't say
the Ahsoka episodes really do we really need more of that fucking bitch?
I mean, I don't think the Ahsoka episodes had any politics in them at all. They were just
I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying, did we really need to see her?
Well, I mean, look.
We have enough Ahsoka content, Dave Filoni. Like, make something new. Like, you don't have to blow Ahsoka every 10 seconds.
Well, let me say this. The first episode with her as a child, it was interesting. Was it needed? No, but it was interesting. It was interesting to see her family, her planet, her race, how their culture worked. That was interesting. And the final episode, I loved how Anakin pushed her so much with that training course that it influenced her in the future.
That didn't feel like Anakin from the movies, though. That just felt like a completely different version.
No, I think that feels a bit more like Anakin. He always pushes the envelope. It's like he's never satisfied with how the Order does things or how the Council does things. It makes sense to me how his apprentice on train didn't impress him. Like, that seems very much like Anakin.
From the movies.
Yeah, from the movies. This is the same guy that said, "No, Obi-Wan, this situation is serious. We're going to do everything we can to keep Padme safe." And Obi-Wan's like, "Did this motherfucker..." It's like, What are you doing?
Yeah, Obi-Wan just giving him the look like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Actually, I thought of another reason why I don't like Obi-Wan. He says to one guy, Jedis don't use blasters. 10 seconds later, he's using a blaster. So I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you, you hypocrite.
No, Obi-Wan meant Jedi don't traditionally use blasters. Obi-Wan wasn't afraid to use one in the given circumstance, like when it came to fucking Grievous.
Yeah, but no, what pisses me off is casting this one guy who had one, and then he's using one now later. So I'm like, yeah, no, you're a hypocrite. Like, you could say maybe under the circumstances he needed to use the blaster, but at the same time, yeah, no, he's a hypocrite. He's inconsistent.
No, it's like, what I disagree, Nathan. It's like when he was, that was the episode where Cad Bane was pretending to be a Jedi and stealing Jedi kids, and that the mother who Cad Bane took the kid from, she was like, "I thought he was a Jedi." Once a Jedi don't use blasters because Obi-Wan doesn't carry a blaster. No Jedi does.
Nor does a Jedi wear a goddamn cowboy hat.
Yeah, exactly. So it felt weird. It's like you would have questioned, if you were a parent, you probably would have questioned that, but she probably didn't know any better. So yeah, it's like Obi-Wan doesn't normally use blasters at all, but it's like in that given circumstance of fighting Grievous, he grabbed the closest weapon he could find. So I'm not quick to blame him for that.
Grievous. What I'm talking about is like when he was fighting Death Watch, he was using a blaster. Now that both situations, yeah, it was needed for him to use a blaster. I was saying he seems like a hypocrite in that if you take those out of context.
Oh, there was one thing I didn't. There was one issue I had with Tales of the Jedi.
Oh, what?
they brought Obi-Wan's mullet back, and I was like, I don't mind that, but it's the timeline. I'm like, Obi-Wan in this timeline should have short hair and not long hair.
Oh, really? I always just assumed that Obi-Wan would let his hair grow out sometimes. They cut it later. Like I always, I'm sorry, I always assume that.
Look, that could be one thing, but it just I
Uh,
saw that and I went. It would have been different if it was before they met Ahsoka, but once they met Ahsoka and they're training her, why?
You think it was an Attack of the Clones callback?
What with his mullet?
Yeah, with his mullet, because that's the only
That and the 2003 Clone Wars.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, part 1, not part 2.
Yeah, part 1.
Which honestly, the original Clone Wars, I love TCW like the next guy, but the original Clone Wars is severely underrated.
Yeah, because people are they overhype the new Clone Wars, which no offense, it's overrated.
It was supposed, honestly, like I keep saying this, and people, like, you have some TCW fans who don't believe me. They're like, you're lying. Like, no shit, I'm being serious here. Originally, the 2003 and 2008 shows were supposed to be one and the same.
Yeah, they might have had 2 different animated styles, but the events would have made, connected.
Yeah. Honestly, Filoni should have.
yeah,
I think
I should
George.
have one.
What do you say?
I was gonna say, what was it? There was this one thing on the TCAN that did kind of bug me. Well, no, I think I might have liked it. One thing I liked about the TCAN was they brought Maul back. Like they gave us more time with Maul. Because if you haven't seen the comics or the books involving him, you know next to nothing about this fucker.
Well, Maul was brought back into G and T canon, mainly because Lucas wanted to use him for his sequel trilogy, and they needed a reason to bring him back, so George and Filoni agreed to bring him back in the show. My only issue is that they should have showed how he survived in the show like they did in the comics.
Then again, I felt like if George were to
Wait,
use Maul in his sequels,
shouldn't
I felt like
survive in the
Maul would
comic?
have had a reason.
Yeah, they did in the comics. And I think this was a TCW comic. When Maul fell down after Obi-Wan chopped him in two, he fell into a trash site on Naboo where all the waste was, and a ship carried him to that planet with the talking snake. I'm like, why couldn't you have put that shit in the show? That would have explained so much, and people wouldn't be confused. That was stupid.
Because originally in the Phantom Menace, Maul was just a one-dimensional character.
Well, in a sense, but I'm sorry, Gage. Were you trying to say something before about was it Clone Wars or?
Yeah, I was basically saying that Obi-Wan had his mullet in part 1 and the very beginning of part 2, and then he cut it short.
Well, it's a time skip because
it's basically months before the start of episode 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Anakin's hair got longer and Obi-Wan's hair was cut shorter.
Oh, if anyone wants to know, the Clone Wars goes on about 3 years between episodes 2 and 3. So if anyone's confused, that's why.
I mean, it makes sense because of their age.
Yeah.
Because Anakin in Attack of the Clones was 19, then episode 3 was 23.
Yeah, well, most people wonder when everything takes place and how old the characters are, so I have to clarify sometimes.
Yeah, because they tend to forget.
Yeah, like Luke's 23. Here's interesting. Luke's 23 in Return of the Jedi. Anakin's 23 in Revenge of the Sith. That's crazy.
That's actually kind of a unique parallel between those two characters.
Mm-hmm.
How they were both the same age in the last film for each trilogy.
Yeah. Were you trying to say something, Nathan?
Let me think. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you know what I would like them to do though? I would like them to take like all that scrap stuff for the Boba Fett subplot for that last season of the Clone Wars. I would like them to make that into a short film. That would actually be a good short film for them to release.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure that old Clone Wars season 7 animation that never got made is going to be left in the Disney vault forever. That's my guess.
It is. They're not gonna do anything with it.
This is why I hate Disney. They are so inept. They don't do anything with the good stuff they have. They leave it to rot.
Hey Nathan, you got one viewer. Oh damn, they're gone. Well, no, it's like
But
No,
this is why I say I've given up on that stuff. I've given up on getting viewers. It's just like I put videos out and do streams, but I don't expect anything to come from it because people are fickle bitches.
well, at least you get some stuff in BitChute. The trolling, it's something.
Yeah, those faggots.
No. But I was gonna say, I find it funny how you got a number. You got a 1 viewer for a second, and then as soon as you started bitching about Disney, it turned back into a 0.
It showed up when I was bitching about Disney. Oh well. Then I don't regret what I said. I'm glad I did then, because if a Disney fanboy is a problem expressing an opinion, too bad.
Well, look, I mean, honestly, to me, I have an issue. It's like the fandom itself. It's like, who cares if you don't like something? We all don't like something, so why do fans that don't like things get treated differently than fans that do like things? It's such bullshit.
Because hate is part of the algorithm.
I guess, but it's like,
Yeah,
look,
hate sells. Like, I was saying hate sells. Like, why do you think so many YouTubers do videos bitching about stuff instead of talking about stuff that's positive? Because hate sells, unfortunately. It's a bit like sex. It sells, unfortunately.
No. I mean, like, with certain groups, they'll treat fans that like stuff better than fans that don't like stuff. I've noticed that. It sucks. Look, I'm not telling you have to agree with me. I'm just saying that not everyone likes everything. Not everyone likes Disney's BS. You could, that's fine. And if you're a cool person, then great. But not
Unless
everyone.
you're Star Wars Theory.
Oh, I feel bad for Star Wars Theory. Like, honestly, Star Wars Theory has been the most loyal, most faithful, most honest fan of Star Wars, in my personal opinion, especially towards Disney's nonsense. And in the end, what does he get for it? Realization that everything he loves is gone.
Yeah, and it took him a while to wake up because he's been a kiss ass.
Well, I don't know about a kiss ass, but I think he's been in denial about everything. At least,
yeah, and a kiss ass.
Oh, so as you go through the stages of grief, like let me see, it's denial, anger. Yeah, I'm waiting for the anger to set in. That's going to be entertaining.
Oh, the anger already set in. He's very pissed off about what Disney did.
As he should be. I watched the video yesterday, and I was just like, dude, amen. But you should have woke up a long time ago instead of being an idiot.
Well, yeah. I don't know. It's like, it really makes me mad because you have assholes in Lucasfilm who are talking trash about him. You have assholes that love everything that Disney's doing that are talking trash. And it's like, this dude has been supporting this fucking content for the whole decade, even when Star Wars
never should have.
Yeah, it's like he's done all this shit. He gave unbiased, honest reviews with all of the sequel films. Like I think he reads the High Republic. It's
that's where he's making a mistake.
Yeah, it's like he's being neutral, and these people still treat him like shit. I don't get it.
That's why he needs to stop supporting Disney and actually just not do shit.
Wow. Yeah, the problem is, and they hate him because he's neutral. It's a bit like you're politically neutral. The right and the left hate your guts for that. Disney hates your guts if you're not blowing them every 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, good point. Fuck.
They want you to blow their far left wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's pretty queer, huh?
You know what? I probably would have had an actual clear political leaning if George ran things, because George, he's like a 60s liberal. So maybe I'd say if there's anyone that could convert me to a political view system, it'd probably be George. Outside of him, I don't see anyone else doing that.
Yeah, George is very classic. He's very classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with Martin Disney, in my opinion, is just they've gotten too political. Go back to being
They've gotten too progressive, really.
Oh, not even progressive. They've just gotten too woke. Like, progressivism is fine. It's wokeness that's the issue.
Yeah, well, wokeness is like progressive extremism, just like there's extreme traditionalism, which was a thing back in the day.
Yeah, I have a response to traditionalists and wokesters, actually. It's called "Kiss My Nuts, You Assholes. You've ruined everything that's fun under the sun."
Well, traditionalists and progressives are fine, but it's the extremists on those sides that really get me. Like those fucking assholes who burned Harry Potter books because they're Christian and they hate magic. It's like J.K. Rowling didn't do anything to you assholes. Why are you burning her books? That's stupid.
Do you think I'm talking about? Like the extremists are the worst thing imaginable. Like this is why I say extremism in any form, whether it be politics or religion, if it shows up, you treat it to the hospitality of a white guy in South Africa. You tell it to fuck off.
That joke will never get old.
Well, yeah, you treat it to the normie solution. Like you treat it like a normie. If it's here to cause harm, you tell it to fuck off.
Oh. Honestly, Nathan, I'll remain apolitical because I think I told Gage about this. I took multiple political tests. Some said liberal, some said conservative, some said libertarian. It was all over the fucking place. I was like, you know what? Just fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
I'm center. I tend to be more right when a cyclist, but yeah, no, I still say fuck it to both sides. They're still assholes.
Yeah, although when I showed Culture those tests, Nathan, he thought I was. Bless you. When I showed Culture those tests, he thought I was a liberal like him.
Oh, he's a liberal?
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that based on the things he says. Holy shit.
Well, Culture, he mostly votes Democrat. If I remember, he said that.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Try not to hold that against him, but okay.
What? So does Nick.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said by try. I don't hate either of them for their voting.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's stupid.
I'm joking when I say that. I don't.
I think. You haven't known Curtis for too long. I think he said that he prefers Biden over Trump. And Gage, I think Gage is like you. He said he was conservative or some kind of conservative. I don't know.
No, I used to be liberal or borderline liberal.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to think they were like I was always called conservative or Republican by my teachers, but there were some things about the left I agreed with. So depending on the subject, I would agree with one side over the other. Now,
that's fair.
Now both sides I would like to put back offer a last cigarette to as I line them up against the wall.
I think Keegan and I are the only apolitical guys. Like, I think so.
Do yourself a favor, stay that way. You'll be avoiding a lot of headache.
Yeah, well, trust me, the SJWs are helping me do that because them acting like assholes is giving me more and more reasons to say fuck you to politics.
Yeah, please stay apolitical because your life will be so much better.
Well, the best thing about being apolitical, guys, is that I get to be neutral on most arguments.
Yeah, it's fun till the commies take over and you're being lined up against the wall offered your last cigarette.
Yep. Honestly, what will make me happy is if there's a literal communist takeover, all the modern SJWs are going to regret every single thing they fucking did.
And then they die.
Oh, no, that's the beauty thing of it. If this country does go full communist, all the people who helped get it that way, they'll be rounded up and shot to death. And we'll all have a front row seat to it. You know what's going to happen when that, if I'm allowed to watch it, cheer on the shooters because they deserve it because they ruined our country.
Oh my god! I mean, like literally. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah, like Yuri Brezhnev said this years ago, like in the 80s or the 90s, and he's probably right.
I mean, look, I don't mind you, no matter what your religion is, what your culture is, what your politics are. I really don't care as long as you're cool. But like extremist assholes, I can't fucking stand. And lately, modern SJWs have been so fucking extreme. It's hard, you know. I try to understand them, and every time I feel like an idiot because they're just assholes.
Yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah. What, Gage?
Did you ever watch that fucking Knights of Melvin video I sent you yesterday?
Oh, Knights of Melvin.
Yeah.
I don't think I did. Or what was it about?
He was basically saying that obviously he doesn't like Tales of the Jedi and why they should have just made a TV show about Dooku instead because he said those Dooku episodes had a lot of potential and he said he didn't mind them, but he said there was still Dave Filoni canon breaking stuff and that the Ahsoka episode should have never happened.
Look, dude, if it's not going to be Dave Filoni, it's going to be someone else. This is why I don't really give a shit about Disney when it comes to canon anymore. I used to take it seriously, but even when Dave is not around, they don't give a shit. So why should I? It's like, fuck them and their continuity.
Yeah, this is why I don't trust Dave Filoni, because like I think you pointed this out, Dave, and you said I think like if he thinks it'll work or it's cool, he'll do it. He'll do it and say fuck the consequences. I get that feeling with canon with Dave Filoni. Like he doesn't care about canon. John Favreau doesn't care about canon. It's just whatever they think works, they're going to throw in there and see what sticks.
Well, the thing about Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau is that even though they're not the best when it comes to continuity, they still get the, I don't want to say, they still get the spirit of Star Wars. I could at least give them that. Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson, those guys don't even understand the spirit of Star Wars.
All J.J. understands is just how to remake Star Wars into a shittier version than when it already was.
Like J.J. will take Star Wars, turn it into a comedy. Ryan will take Star Wars and turn it into a depressing, nihilistic hellscape. And Kathleen Kennedy just doesn't give a shit all around. Like, if there's one thing I can give Dave and John, is that the two of them at least understand the spirit of Star Wars, and they at least understand what Star Wars is supposed to be when it comes down to it. The details they'll often get wrong at times or right, but they at least understand the spirit. I'll give them that.
Yeah, Jar Jar Abrams, he's a bit like Michael Bay. He sucks at his job. Like, I have no idea how he's gotten as far as he has. Like if anyone out there is a J.J. Abrams fan, you worship a walking turd.
I mean, I like what he did with the Star Trek Kelvin trilogy, but that's really about it. There's not much that JJ's done that I liked.
JJ's just an overall lazy filmmaker. Face the facts, dude.
Well, I liked his visual skills. I think he's a good visual director, but it's like...
That's why I compare him to Michael Bay. Visually, he's good at that. But beyond that, he should not be writing anything. He should not be directing anything. He should be involved in the visuals. Beyond that, I would sooner bitch slap this man than trust him to do anything right.
I mean, he has a few okay ideas, but it's like when it comes down to execution, he sucks.
People will say the same thing about George Lucas.
No. It's like, look, here's the thing, Gage. George Lucas is the master. He's actually a storyteller. Dave Filoni has a couple, not Dave Filoni, sorry. J.J. Abrams has a couple okay ideas, but he's shitty at execution.
So like Keegan.
and he's an incomplete storyteller. Like JJ will set up a story, and then there's no what should I say?
Set up a story. What do you mean?
No. Like JJ will set up a story, and then there's no payoff. The dude doesn't know how to finish his stories.
He doesn't even know how to tell one from the get-go, dude.
Oh damn, you're harsher than me. It's like he just starts one, and there's nothing to pay it off. Like I said, he sets up what he calls these mystery boxes.
God, he's so retarded.
And there's no fucking reveal. It's stupid. The dude's stupid.
Yeah, and I've now changed all of this stream.
Oh, you know what? I watched this funny clip by J.J. Abrams where he talks about script writing. He basically criticizes other people for never writing when he was in school, but he would write all the time. But what I find when it comes to his scripts, what I find funny is that he would write scripts all the time, unlike people who just talked about writing. He said they may be bad scripts, but I still write them. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, you suck.
Okay, that kind of mentality only works for Michael Moorcock. But Michael Moorcock once said, "I'd rather a bad writer with good ideas than a good writer with bad ideas." Like that kind of reminds me of that. The difference is J.J. Abrams is a fucking hack. Michael Moorcock is a brilliant thinker and has creatively interesting. J.J. Abrams is creatively bankrupt. He wouldn't know how to be creative if you gave him a blow-by-blow instruction manual.
Oh damn!
He would just be like this.
Oh yeah. I found a clip. I found a fucking clip. This motherfucker. I can't. Like, look. It's like as much there are some things JJ does that I like, but overall he's like a complete idiot. And
You're too nice.
To me, just yeah.
It's a lot easier to actually write a screenplay than you think it is. It might not be good, but most people talk about writing screenplays but don't actually write them. I remember when I was in college, I spent most of my time in my room writing screenplays, really bad screenplays, but I was in my room doing that when I probably should have been studying. There were a lot of people I remember at parties who would talk about writing and that they wanted to be a writer, but I would always notice they were out. Every time I would happen to go out, they would always be out. I just know that there are people who talk about what they would do if, but they're not actually doing the thing. And so the people who write them, you're already like in the top 10% who actually have written it. It's a lot easier.
It's like this guy is he's too fucking much, man. I swear.
I mean, at least he admits that he's bad at writing scripts.
Yeah, he's a douchebag of the high. Like he's the douchiest of douchebags. Like he's douchier than Red Letter Media. That's an accomplishment right there.
That's one thing at least, because Red Letter Media, they just can't make films or write a script. All they knew. It's funny how they talk crap about good films and they think they can do better. Yeah, when I look at their films, I go, "Are y'all mentally retarded?"
Wow. Well, they might not. I don't think they have the resources that.
Yeah, because they're fucking stupid.
Well, yeah.
And anyone who fucking likes them are stupid.
Jay, especially Jay, like that guy's a cunt to the highest order. God, I can't stand him.
And Mike is worse.
Mm. Oh, Mike.
Oh, yeah, he's a douchebag.
I have weird mixed feelings about Mike and Jay. Like on one hand, they can be funny and sometimes they have interesting ideas, but the way those two fucking assholes insulted and disrespected George Lucas, I can never get over. Like that was so fucked up.
Yeah, and if anyone likes Red Letter Media, I don't like them and think they should go fuck themselves.
I'll give them this.
Yeah,
there are two things I liked. I liked their Ghostbusters 2016 review, and I liked their Last Jedi review. Those were funny.
Yeah, the only person I know of who likes Red Letter Media that I have some respect for is Weaponized Nerd Rage, and that's just barely. Like, he was one of those assholes who said George Lucas raped our childhood. So, yeah, no, fuck you, people, for that. I still blame people like that for the state of Star Wars. But I can at least respect Weaponized Nerd Rage when it comes to anything else. Like, when it comes to Star Wars, his ideas are hit or miss for me. But beyond that, he's a guy to listen to.
I don't remember those two asshole musicians who were the ones that
those
came up
fat skinny fucks.
No, they had fucking ponytails. They came up with that fucking stupid song. George Lucas raped our child. It's like, what the fuck, guys?
Oh yeah, it was that one fat piece of shit, and it was a skinny looking faggot.
Wow. Nah, it doesn't matter what the weight of the person.
The thing is funny. And the funny thing is, like most of these mental midgets, these hypocritical pieces of shit who did all that, like Kevin Smith, they don't act like they've done nothing wrong. Like they never did that. When they're in the hot seat, when they're in the elect chair, when they're on the spot, like Kevin Smith, like he has the audacity to bitch about people bitching about what he did with He-Man, when this motherfucker did the same thing to George Lucas.
Well, yeah, no. What I can't stand about Kevin Smith, and I think I'm somewhat still of a Kevin Smith fan. I'm not the biggest.
Oh God.
Yeah, I used to be a big fan of his because I liked his movies, but now I'm a semi-fan. What I can't stand about this guy is he bitches about people not liking the current results of a franchise.
Plus, I thought Kevin Smith defended the prequels.
No, but he spent years and years and years bitching about the prequels, and now he's mad that other people are bitching about what he's done with franchise. Like, I don't get this guy. It's like you don't see the parallels here.
Yeah, Kevin Smith is a hypocrite. He's a douchebag. He's a prick. And if the Widowmaker ever makes a comeback, I'm rooting for the Widowmaker.
I still can't get over what he did to Clownfish TV. That was fucked up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, what I was saying is, I remember a video where someone asked Kevin Smith if he were to make the Star Wars prequels, how he would do it. And he said he would do the same thing George Lucas would.
Okay, well, I can give him that at least.
He basically said that he didn't mind those films.
I'm calling bullshit right there. I call bullshit.
Well, look, Nathan, just because you don't like someone doesn't mean that everything they do is horrible.
No, it's not that. I call bullshit because I think the man is a bullshit artist.
Oh, okay.
So yes, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. What he did to He-Man was a dick move, and what he did in response to people criticizing him was a dick move, and what he did to Clownfish TV was such a dickless, cowardly move. I expect that from a beta male soy boy, not him.
A beta male soy. Okay.
Yeah, an actual faggot.
Yeah.
Pronouns in bio, rainbow flag.
Works as a game journalist, probably.
I probably what am I thinking? Yeah. I think Z-Wolf met him because he came over to Canada when he was showing Clerks 3. Z-Wolf said he got a picture of him and everything, but he said he met him before. So Z-Wolf, at least Z-Wolf got to meet Kevin Smith, I think 2 times.
Yeah, I never want to meet the man. If I ever meet him, I don't know what I'll do. I doubt I'll like the outcome, but I doubt it'll be pleasant. But
if I met him, I'd have so many questions about the Ask Q universe. His universe, the movie.
Yeah, how does it feel to know you've become the very thing you hate? I just ask, how does it feel knowing you've become the very thing you hate? A corporate shill.
He probably doesn't see it that way, dude.
Oh no, I would say, yeah, if there's a hell, it's not good enough for you, Kevin Smith.
Dude, honestly, I don't even know why you keep having these fantasies about putting people you don't like to hell. Like, I don't know. That's a bit much, man.
Oh, no, I don't want to put him in hell. That'd be unfair to the people already in hell.
Oh, my God. I don't know. Like, look, even though
there are certain people even I wouldn't put in hell. Soy boys, leftists, rightists,
faggots,
journalists, hipsters. I wouldn't put them in hell. I'd put them in purgatory. That'd be more fitting.
What the fuck, dude? In my opinion, hell shouldn't exist.
Oh, no, it exists for a reason. Like, what do you think they do? Why do you think it exists? People like Hitler deserve to go there, but even Hitler shouldn't have to put up with a hipster.
I don't know. If I was God and I created everything, my system would be either A, you go to heaven, or B, you get like rehabilitation, like we fix you, like in The Good Place. Have you guys ever seen that show?
The Good Place?
No. If I had my way, I would either do hell or I'd give you a second chance. Like, I'd give you a chance at redemption, maybe. Like, that would actually be inspiring. Like, let's say you have Hitler or Stalin, 2 pieces of shit who the deepest circle of hell is not good enough for. I would give them it would be nice to see them redeem themselves. Like, that would be an awesome thing. Like, that's what Shadiversity's book is basically like. I think Daniel Green, who I hate the guts of, I fucking hate him for what he said about Lovecraft, but he had this good point. He said, imagine if we took Stalin and we gave him a second chance in life and he tried to get redemption. That's what I would like to do. That
does sound interesting.
And I am a Christian. Yeah, and I am a Christian, so I do believe in redemption. Although there are some people I think
that's another thing you and Gage have in common. You guys are both Christians.
I think we're a different sect. Gage, what sect do you belong to?
What's what?
Sect. Like, he says we're both Christians. I'm kind of curious which sect you belong to.
Oh, that's really something I don't have an answer for.
I'm a deist.
Gage, didn't you ever? I'm pretty sure you said you were Catholic once.
No, I was never Catholic.
I'm deist. He's undecided, so we'll go with that. What now?
Fair enough, I guess.
Because I was in 2 different environments.
Hey, look, my grandparents had 2. My grandparents, one was of my grandparents' Gage, one was a Lutheran and one was a Jehovah's Witness.
Both my parents were the Church of Christ.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Nathan?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that sounds like hell. Being raised by, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I think being raised by 2 different religious groups is like being raised by 2 different political groups. Like, you have 2 different parents, 2 different politics. Oh, man,
well, my grandparents, what they would do is that, my grandmother would take me to her church every now and then, and my grandfather would take me to his, I don't know where Jehovah's Witnesses go. Both were boring.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, both were boring. I'd rather stay home and play with my toys. But hey, I remember when I was a little kid. And my parents, I believe they were like my mom and my stepdad were Hebrew Israelites. My dad was he believed in like African ancestors and some weird voodoo stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
that is strange.
Yeah, he's like a whiz in astrology and stuff like that.
Well, it looks like my EU video now has 1 like. You know what? That's
Oh,
better than
good
I thought
for
it
you,
would
dude.
get. Yeah, it's got 4 views, 1 like. Concerning I half-assed it, yeah, it's pretty good. But anyway,
congratulations!
Yay! But anyway, yeah, like I'm, I guess I was raised Baptist. I guess both my parents were.
Yeah.
Although there was a certain church that was Baptist I wanted to put on the ground. The Westboro Baptist Church. I hated the fuck out of them. And if you don't know who that is, they used to go to military funerals and say, "Thank God for dead soldiers." I'm like, someone get a bat and beat the shit out of these people. They deserve it.
Thank God for dead soldiers.
Yeah, they would go to military funerals and have signs that said that. As far as I was concerned, they and their kids that deserve to have the shit beat out of them.
Why were they mocking dead soldiers?
Yeah, pretty much.
What the fuck? Like, look, I'm very anti-war, but honestly, I feel bad for those who were tricked by the by the fucking government to fight to go and kill each other over what I assume is property interests and all sorts of shit like that. Like, you trick a bunch of poor, you trick a bunch of
longer than
you trick a bunch of poor souls into going out there and risking their lives so that you can get extra land. It's like in resource. Like, fuck you guys. It's like those soldiers didn't deserve that.
Yeah, and the sad thing is people like Bush got away with it. I'm like, you know what, Bush? People like you make me hope there is a purgatory.
Oh, man.
I hope I get to go there so I can beat the shit out of you one day, Bush. I hope there's a purgatory and we both end up in it.
What? Why would you want to end up in purgatory?
Well, purgatory is not as bad as hell. You just wander aimlessly. So I'll have plenty of spare time. To beat the shit out of Bush.
Nathan, you will be suffering through the same shit over and over and over again. You want that?
No, but I would like a shot at beating the shit out of Bush for lying to me and my fellow Americans.
I could be wrong here, Nathan, but what if he doesn't go there?
Crap.
Are y'all on some gay shit again?
Honestly, Nathan, you don't deserve to go to purgatory, so I don't think you'll be going there.
Here's the thing. I have no idea what God would do with me. I'd be like, God, if I go to heaven, I'd be like, okay, God, I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to stay in that circle. Can you just leave me alone and let me live in the circle for all eternity? Yes? Good, because you scare the shit out of me.
Live in the... Okay. I'm sorry, Gage. What were you trying to say?
I'm sorry, but I find God scary. Like, the guy wiped out most of the population because 2 of his grandkids had inbred children known as Nephilim.
Nathan, it doesn't matter how you or I or anyone else feels about God. According to the scriptures, that's where all the souls go, to God. Just like how everyone becomes one with the Force.
I can't decide which is worse, being one with the Force or meeting God.
Well, in a way, it's kind of the same because God kind of takes because God created you, and then you go back to Him.
Oh yeah, he better be an asshole because I always imagined him being a funny asshole.
In the Old Testament, it just states that all that God created goes back to Him in the end. In the New Testament, there's an afterlife where you go to heaven or hell. In the Old Testament, there's a heaven, but humans don't really go there. That's really God's throne. Humans just become one with God, and God decides what to do with them, whatever that is. But it depends.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny. I entitled this "The Fault of Mystery Box" because imagine if someone came back to hear us having this deist discussion. They'd be like, "What the fuck did I walk into?"
It's a fucking live stream. It's like it's not a video. Yeah, many conversations will happen. But Gage, weren't you trying to say something before?
No, I came back because I was getting a drink and then I heard y'all. talking about something, and I don't know what y'all were saying. And I was being funny, saying, "Are y'all on some gay shit again?"
Gay shit? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Fuck. In the words of the IT guy from South Park, oh, fuck you.
Classic. No, but how did you guys feel about Ahsoka killing that Inquisitor?
No comment.
It was too quick.
Is this in the Jedi Tales or the
Tales of the Jedi?
Tales of the Jedi. Yes.
Oh, I haven't watched it, so I can't comment.
Nathan, dude, like that. Okay, forget what Gage says. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in that.
You listen to the guy with the facts, Nathan.
The facts. Oh my god.
Okay,
don't listen to a nice guy.
Okay, wow. Dan, let me put this. I would sooner read a book on Celtic mythology that TV show. I have no interest in watching it.
What did you say, Nathan?
I would sooner read this book on Celtic mythology I have with me than watch that show. And this is a boring book, for the record. It's a boring read.
No, Nate. Okay, look, Nathan. The episodes of Dooku are so fucking good. It's like I haven't seen good Disney Star Wars material in so fucking long. Like, I'm not talking about okay. I'm talking about fucking good.
It's Disney Star Wars. Define good.
Okay, well,
imagine what he said.
All right, look. Imagine like a delicious tasting meal. It's like that rarely happens with Disney Star Wars. Either it's a okay snack or it's shit.
It's me.
And those Dooku episodes were really good. Yeah. The Ahsoka episodes were okay, but those Dooku episodes were so fucking good.
I feel like the one where it was young Qui-Gon and him, Dooku without his beard, I was going, why? And they're in this village, and I go, why am I getting a vintage 1930s Dracula vibe?
I think that may have been an aesthetic.
Yeah, like he is based on Christopher Lee, who did play Dracula, who's best known for playing Dracula at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, did you know that Liam Neeson and his son both voiced Qui-Gon in Tales of the Jedi?
I did, and I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
Because his son does sound like a young Qui-Gon.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing about Christopher Lee, he actually had a metal band at one point, like before he died. He did he did 2 albums.
Oh wait, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. Holy shit!
Yeah,
he had a metal band.
Yeah. You should hear this. Yeah, you should hear the weird shit about Christopher Lee. Like, this guy is a descendant of Charlemagne. He met Rasputin's assassins when he was a kid. He tried to serve in the war.
Yeah.
What else? He almost married a duchess.
Wow.
He played Frankenstein. He was friends with Peter Cushing, which is actually funny how they became friends.
What the fuck are you playing?
I clicked on a video and a One Piece film Red trailer came on. And it was in Japanese. I was like, I'm not pausing this. I want to see the reactions.
Okay, Dan, if I get in trouble with that, I'm blaming you.
In trouble, dude. First of all, no one's seeing any animation. Second of all, it went by quick. I don't think you're gonna get in any trouble.
I'm just saying, if anyone asks, I'm blaming you.
If anyone asks, dude, the only people you should be concerned about is the Toei Corporation. And since you're not getting a lot of views, I don't think you'll be in trouble.
I'm getting 0 views, motherfucker.
Exactly. And as long as you're getting 0 views, your ass is fine.
Yeah, I only get views after the streams are done, usually.
Really? That's weird.
Oh yeah, I get a few. Like, it's really weird. Like, this is why I say I've given up on taking YouTube seriously. I do these for entertainment at best.
Have you ever what am I thinking about here? Have you ever tried to like tell your friends or family to watch these?
Fuck no.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could try the Star Wars chat. You're invited. Aren't you?
Yeah, well, some people on Twitter might watch it, but that's about it.
Oh, by the way, Gage, there's a Star Wars chat where you could talk about everything you like about Star Wars. The only rules are you can't you can criticize things, but you can't complain about stuff and bring up topics that are like controversial. But you can criticize and talk about what you love about Star Wars on there. There's like a set of rules. Would you like to join?
Hang on.
Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, anyone who watches this thing, read this the Star Wars story. Read it; it's good.
Come on, bub.
Read what?
I didn't say no. I said hang
Read
on.
this thing.
I didn't hear what you were saying, Nathan. Not you, Gage. What
No,
were
I
you
was
saying?
saying you were asking if I wanted to join. I thought you thought I said no. I was saying hang on.
All right, you got it, dude. What were you saying, Nathan?
And I said, anyone who does see this, read the book Deceived. It's a Star Wars EU book. It's really good.
Hey, Nathan, I got a question. Did the book deceive you?
Oh God! And somehow I saw that coming.
Yeah.
I saw that coming. You know what? This is why you can't complain about the jokes I make. This is why you can't complain about the Django joke I made.
Honestly, dude, that Django joke was funny. It just caught me off guard.
Yeah, like anyone who doesn't know, like anyone who sees this and wonders what the joke is, if you haven't seen Bear Reviews, here's the joke. Did you know Django was once a slave who killed his captors and escaped? I guess that makes him Django Unchained.
Oh my god, that shit's funny.
That's better than the black joke.
Has anyone seen has anyone else seen Django Unchained? I've seen it.
No.
I've seen some of it. I just struggle to give a shit.
Oh, Gage, I think you would like it. It's very blunt as you are.
Well, that just speaks volumes.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, I was.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I think it's because I don't like Quentin Tarantino, probably because I don't like him for some reason.
The
How
fuck?
come?
Who doesn't like Quentin motherfucking Tarantino?
I mean, I kind of.
Haven't you seen?
I kind of respect him.
Nathan? Dude,
hey
his
Dan,
shit
let me
is your
finish.
style.
Dan, let me finish. I somewhat respect him, but something about him just feels off.
No. That's not good enough, dude. Dude, he's made some of the most badass films ever made, and you're gonna. Well, okay.
Well, let me say this about this guy. He has too many close-up shots of females' feet.
Oh, you mean his foot fetish?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That is fucked up.
I could care less about that. A lot of people have that. My point is that his movies, his stories are badass.
I need to watch more Quentin Tarantino films. It's been a while.
Fuck, you need to watch more Quentin Tarantino films, especially Pulp Fiction and motherfucking Reservoir Dogs.
Does he still make movies?
Okay.
Well, I heard he may make one. I heard he said he may make one more movie, but after that, he's not going to make any more because he believes that at a certain point, when directors get too old, they lose their touch. He doesn't want that to happen to him.
So he's kind of wanted to just call it quits after that.
He's a perfectionist kind of filmmaker. He wants to make like the best of the best from his skill set. He thinks that if he gets to a certain point in age, he'll be mediocre. That. Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that.
Like, I do want to see Pulp Fiction, mostly so I can see if it's overrated.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, I heard Razorfist say it's overrated, so I want to see if it's actually overrated.
That seems like a kind of movie Razorfist would like.
Like the original trilogy.
Fuck you, dude.
What?
Keegan would get pissed at me.
Oh, yeah, you know he would.
Fuck that big bitch.
I mean, the thing about Keegan is that he's very passionate about his opinions, but he doesn't really have consistent arguments.
Yeah, because he's fucking retarded.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's like the dude is all over.
Don't get me wrong I don't mind Keegan and all. He can be okay sometimes. It's just
Wait, what are y'all talking about? Y'all broke off for Y'all broke off for a second. What did y'all say? Like we were talking about, like I was saying that I want to see if Pulp Fiction's overrated, then Dan was saying something, then it cut out.
Oh, we're just bitching about Keegan. I think.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that low hanging fruit, basically?
Wow. You guys are just roasting everyone today.
I'm sorry, but bitching about Keegan's like bitching about the weather. It's been done to death. Move on.
He bitches about everything, dude. And he talks too damn much. He doesn't know when to stop talking.
Yeah, fair enough. I can't.
This guy can't even take a breather when he talks.
Yeah.
Every time he talks, he's like, and I'm like, dude, take a breath.
That's not possible for him.
Okay, that's 7%.
Every time I hear this motherfucker talk, and I'm like, can you stop talking for once? You talk too damn much. You sound like my damn aunt.
He's Phil. You have to say who's worse, him or Phil.
I go with Keegan. Like, look, Phil talks a lot, but Keegan's on another fucking level.
Keegan doesn't know the meaning.
I think I might put a shot collar on.
Huh?
Hey, you'd probably have to put a shot collar on them both to shut them up.
Maybe. I don't know.
Put one on Keegan because I just want to zap his ass.
What the hell?
I just want to torture him with the shot collar.
He's gonna lose his shit, dude. I see him tackling you to the ground.
That would be impossible because I'd be shocking his ass.
Okay, look, if you can tolerate the pain, he can still hurt you.
I want to bet on that. I want to bet on that 100%. I just want to put a shock collar around Keegan's, or on Keegan, and just see how he reacts. Every time I just zap him.
It'll be like.
And if he thinks about trying to make a move, I'm gonna push the vibrate button to give him a little warning.
I can't decide who's more sadistic. You or my Amazon mailman?
Oh, what the hell?
Oh no, my Amazon mailman is very fickle. He takes forever to deliver and shit.
Wow.
That's what Dan. This just gave me a perfect jackass. Then we should pull on Keegan the shock collar.
A shock collar, dude. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not interested in going to prison.
We ain't going to prison, dipshit. It's just a little skit. It ain't gonna hurt him.
If someone sees us, and preferably if Keegan, like, I don't think he'll do it, but he may go to the cops.
Why?
Oh no, he'll be scared of you. And when he does, I'm just walking away. I'm pretending I didn't see anything.
All I gotta do is say, "Hey, it was Nathan's idea. Nathan's idea."
No, I'm gonna blame it on Dan. I'll say, blame it on the black man.
Fuck you, Gage.
I'm kidding, Dan. I wouldn't rant you out like that.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to end up like Ferguson.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna blame it on the black guy, as long as the police aren't around, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought my black joke was bad.
No, wait, I didn't do anything. Bang.
Actually, I don't think I've ever told that joke on YouTube. I don't think I've ever told that joke on YouTube. Anyone who sees this and wants to know what my joke is this. I have this guy. He made a joke once that he said it's white privilege that parents stay together in the walking. I'm like, okay, look, it's not my fault black dad to the ding dong ditch.
I could never. That joke's too fucking funny.
But Dan, I got this question to ask you. Why do you think Keegan would go to the cops?
I mean, I don't know. Actually, no. I think Nathan's outcome is more likely. Like, Keegan will just try to beat the shit out of us.
I would like to see him try if I keep shocking.
He'll be like, you son of a bitch.
I'll shock him to the point where he just gets too tired to even do shit.
Gage, if he gets that collar off, you're dead.
No, he's probably gonna put the shock collar on me.
What the fuck?
Oh no, you're not just dead. You were like, he's going to butcher you, basically.
I mean, I know martial arts, and maybe I can hold my own. I don't know about you, dude.
Dude, I've taken martial arts before, so Keegan won't be able to do shit.
What did you practice? Karate? Kung Fu?
Karate.
Oh, karate. Yeah, who does
Taekwondo?
Ooh, really? Cool. Taekwondo. That's awesome.
Hey, yeah.
Since we're chilling, I have a question. Have any of you seen House of the Dragon yet?
I've seen it. Wait, no. Wait, hold on a minute. House of the Dragon, that's that Game of Thrones spinoff, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about a Kung Fu movie. That sounded familiar.
No.
No.
That Kung Fu movie.
I will slap you.
Dude.
Sorry, dude. I for some reason I was thinking of a Kung Fu movie.
Talking about the big fat white dude.
Yeah. Like there's so many Kung Fu movies that have dragon in the title.
True.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched any Kung Fu movies actually.
Especially if you're in China.
You know what you should watch, Nathan? Enter the Dragon. That's pretty good.
Enter the Dragon.
Does it have Jackie Chan in it?
No, it's Bruce Lee. And I think
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I got that. I got all the Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I'll watch that because I don't actually hate Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan, I'm like, I'm iffy about.
Oh, trust me, dude. The Rush Hour movies are pretty damn good.
Especially with freaking Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah, Chris Tucker and Bruce
Lee.
Smokey. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Chris Tucker wants to do a fourth one.
He does.
Yeah, he says he wants to get Jackie and do a fourth one.
I'd be down to watch it.
I'm like, dude, do you know how old you are? You really want to do a Rush Hour 4?
More likely, do you know how old Jackie Chan is?
Oh yeah, good point. Well, I mean, I know Jackie Chan's old, but he's done a shit ton of movies in his old age. I'm not worried about that. But
how old is Jackie Chan, by the way? Is Jackie Chan like an asshole or something?
Yeah, he's very a lot of celebrities say he's very polite, so I don't know if he's an asshole.
Oh, I remember he said America's corrupt, and I'm like, motherfucker, you support the Chinese Communist Party. You really want to talk about corruption?
Then again, Nathan, and I'm just being fair here, he's still a part of China in a way, so I think he has to say stuff like that.
Yeah, plus China kind of helped them in a way, so I can't say I've helped them too much, but I'm like, why bitch about America, though? Like, you've made money there.
Dude, the Chinese government literally forces him to do Chinese movies. Like, literally. I'm not
sure. He doesn't want to. They make him do it.
Yeah, no, they do. They make him do these Chinese movies. And part of me thinks if he ever says no to one, they'll kill him.
Part of me wishes he would.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's China.
I'm sorry, what
China China's not a good place. China is not a good place.
Like I watched one of his Chinese Kung Fu secret agent movies, and I'm like, this movie's funny and the action's good, but the story makes no sense and the plot's all over the place. And it's like they're not subtle about their pro-communism views, their pro-communist views. Like you literally have the good guys. The good guys follow the rules and does whatever the government says, and the bad guys are like buying like wealthy cars and shit, and they're not following any rules. And then there's this whole morality thing about you need to follow the ways of your home, and it's like, oh my fucking god.
I know this is an unrelated topic, but damn, Korean girls are fine as hell.
Really, dude?
I'm just throwing it out there.
All right.
Of course, China does that because this is what communism is. You churn out propaganda. You're not allowed to be creative. This is what leftist obsession with communism. It's like if you have this, you cannot make good stories anymore.
If money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, is there a connection problem? Because for some reason we keep cutting in and out.
It only happened once. It's okay for me now.
Yeah, my internet's kind of funky. It's fucked up sometimes.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if it was mine because I'm outside.
Oh no, I don't think it's yours, Gage. Like Nathan, occasionally his voice is high and then it goes low.
Ah.
Yeah.
China is asshole.
China has the egg roll. Wacky, 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 sucky, suck.
Like, the only thing I like about China is their food. Beyond that, I'm like, yeah, it can burn to the ground.
I like Chinese food. I haven't tried. I think I've only had Japanese food once.
Oh, I've had both.
I just like food in general.
Yeah.
I just like food in general.
Cool.
I've had Indian food, Japanese food, Chinese food, and Thai food.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's Thai food?
It's been a while. It's not too different from Japanese and Chinese, but the spice level, dude, good God.
Oh, God. That would suck. I'm not good with spice.
I did, me and a friend of mine, this was, I think, 2 years ago, we went to this Thai restaurant that's not too far from my house, and I ordered some sort of, I think it was soup or noodles, and I didn't realize how high the spice level was because I thought 10 was the highest, and they asked me if I wanted it at 4, and I didn't even think of anything. I said 4 doesn't sound too bad, and he just kind of gave me that look like, okay. Then I took a bite, and I regret it.
That's fine.
It was bad. I couldn't even finish the whole damn thing. It just kept burning every time I took a bite. And I was like, I should have went for a 1.
I wish I saw that. I wish I was there. I would have been laughing my ass off.
I was about to say, this ever happened. I was like, you want me to do it again? I'll do it.
No, dude. I don't want you burning yourself.
I don't give a shit. I'll do it.
Okay, if you're crazy.
Well, I'm not crazy. I'm not Steve-O. I'm not that crazy.
Fair enough. Dude, how on earth do you do that thing with the Halloween shit? I don't know how to do that.
You still haven't figured that out?
No, dude.
If I can find the link to it, I'll send you it.
Oh yeah, thanks. Oh shit, I think something happened to Nathan.
Uh-oh.
He fell out of his own damn stream. That's hilarious.
Oh, good God.
Nathan, yoo-hoo.
Nathy Wathy.
Oh, God. Now you made it weird.
I know. Oh, I don't know if you saw it on the group chat. I actually posted the photo of the real Bo Bethis.
Of the real who?
Bo Bethis.
Okay,
I'm back. Something went wrong with my internet.
Yeah, Bo Bethis.
Okay, Nathan. Okay, Nathan. Tell me one good thing. Nathan. Tell me one thing you like about Obi-Wan. Just one.
I like his form.
His lightsaber form?
I thought Nathan was going to say the fact that he died.
No, he died as he lived, like a little bitch.
Wow, okay. Am I the only one here who likes Obi-Wan?
I mean, I like Obi-Wan.
I prefer Anakin. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't like Anakin that much either, but I prefer him to Obi-Wan.
Okay, so me and Gage like Obi-Wan. But dude,
now Anakin I love, even though I will admit Attack of the Clones Anakin's a hit or miss for me.
Because of how whiny he is?
Not just that, but his corny ass fucking dialogue.
Well, look, I like the dialogue. I know it's supposed to be a certain way, and that's fine for me.
And I don't mind it. It's just, but also kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like maybe a little bit of the whininess, but how awkward he is around how it's Padme. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Stop being a creep.
He's been a Jedi. He's been a Jedi for 10 years. I'm not really going to get on him about that.
Well, yeah, but now in episode 3, I loved him in episode 3. The two Clone Wars shows, I was like, you know what? I like episode 3 Anakin more, but these two I can go with. Anakin from Attack of the Clones, you're a hit or miss. Episode 1 Anakin, he's a cute little annoying kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get he's supposed to be that way. He's a fucking 9-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, and the thing about Anakin is I like the fact, this is one of the things I like about the T-Canon, is it highlights that he is someone who puts his friends and loved ones first. Like, he'll go to any length to help them, and damn it, we lost Gage.
He'll be back. I'm sure of it. But yeah, he does really care about others. That is true.
So I respect him for that. It's like he puts his friends and loved ones before anything else. So I respect that. That's why I prefer him to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's a little bit more detached.
Well, Obi-Wan does still care for those. He just does it the Jedi way. He cares for everyone equally. Anakin has preferences, and that leads to attachments.
Yeah, so that's my only. Like again, I like the form that Obi-Wan uses. Though it's very defensive. Like, and the thing is, he became so good because he lost to Dooku that one time.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Obi-Wan is that he practices really hard. If you read the EU, his Force connection was incredibly weak, but since he trained so hard over the years as a Jedi, he was able to take Anakin down on Mustafar. But that's really EU Obi-Wan.
So he's like my Damon character, basically. Like he was basically like weak with the Force. Like he can use it. It's just he prefers. And the weird thing is, he has a fondness for battle, but he practiced like various forms of fighting styles.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm weak, but I'm going to make it a bitch for you to beat me.
Well, the thing about Force users, Nathan, in all versions of canon, is that they have different levels of how sensitive you are to the Force. Like your Force connection, there's different levels, and Obi-Wan's connection was weaker, but due to his training and due to his mastering of skills, it got stronger.
Oh, by the way, you remember how we were talking to Culture earlier today? He said I should like do something else with my videos. I actually tried to find a way to use video on my video, and you know what happened?
What?
I almost ended up throwing my computer at the wall.
Holy shit! What happened?
Oh yeah, I tried using a clip from Team 4 Stars where Vegeta's like, "Curse my hubris." I couldn't get down to a PowerPoint, and I'm like, I am ready to throw this fucking computer against the fucking wall and go on a mass punching spree.
Wow.
I have a very short fuse.
I can tell.
Like, seriously, God, why did you make technology
so... okay. Gage told me his phone died.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he fell out.
Yeah. Wait a minute. How long does it take someone to become proficient with a lightsaber form exactly?
Well, for some people, years.
Oh, my idea was Damon was basically like, he was very adept with lightsaber combat, so he was actually it was very natural for him. Like, it still is a bitch for him to learn, but he can do it naturally.
Right.
And he's like good with 3 different forms. Forms 4, 5, and 6, like Star Killer.
Oh. Okay, there he is. Hey Gage, how long can you stay on?
I don't know. Bob Beavis Jr. I don't know.
Well, that doesn't answer anything.
Well, we're on. Well, we usually do these things for 2 hours, so we can stay as long as we want until we reach that 2 hour mark.
Okay. Hey, I wonder, Nathan, why do you what am I thinking about? How come you can only have 4 people on here? How come you can't have more?
That costs money. The free version, plan lets me have 4 people on. To do more, I'd have to pay, and I'm a cheapskate. And plus, like I said, I used the max amount of money I wanted to use for the year.
All right. That's interesting.
Like, you ever notice this annoying duck logo on the video?
Yeah.
If I had a different payment plan, it wouldn't show up.
Oh, okay. Man, I love capitalism, but damn, they'll take any opportunity to get some money.
Yep.
I mean,
and this is new to me.
Oh, what's new to you? Streaming?
Oh, doing streams. Yeah, this is the 8th one I've done.
Oh, okay.
I wish I knew how to show videos on here, but I don't know how to.
Well, it's simple, dude. You click on present like I do, and you're able to share your screen. And you turn on another screen or another page where you share your screen, and you could present that screen with the video.
Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can find the clip I was going to use. Actually, you know what? Probably shouldn't tempt it. That might fuck up the internet.
Oh, Gage, dude, you got to check out Dragon Ball. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's Goku being insufferable sometimes.
Okay, well, let's not get into that. By the way, Gage, yeah, it's clear. By the way, Gage, you said you were into DC and Marvel.
That I was.
Yeah, like old DC and Marvel, not like.
Oh
DC.
yeah.
Like, did you watch any of the movies or shows or anything?
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites?
Ooh, yeah. That you would ask me that. Well, I know when I was a kid, I watched Superhero Squad.
Oh yeah, Superhero Squad's pretty cool.
It was, man. That was I liked that back when I was a kid. Hulk versus, where it was
Hulk
versus Thor and Wolverine. I liked the Thor one, but the Wolverine one, man, was something else.
Glad I changed my icon then.
How did you feel about phases 1 through 3 of the MCU, the Infinity Saga?
Phase 1 was the better phase.
And phase 2 and 3?
Phase 2 had some good stuff. Phase 3 was a hit and miss.
Oh, okay.
Phase 4, don't get me started with Phase 4.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into Phase 4. Phase 4 is a mess. I don't even want to talk about it.
Now, No Way Home might be the only exception.
Oh, yeah, I love No Way Home. But honestly, dude, you should really... I recommended to you Doctor Strange 1 before. You should really check it out.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it, which I kind of feel bad because I kept telling myself I need to watch that shit, and I never did.
Dude, Doctor Strange 1 is so fucking good. Like, it has problems, but it's a pretty damn good movie.
I'm sure it's good. I just need to take the time to watch it.
Yeah. Oh, Nathan, I don't know if you saw the video I posted on Twitter, but it was from Star Wars Comics. He talked about how EU Darth Bane set up the rule of 2 to continue the legacy of the Sith, but Palpatine used it basically just to keep himself in power. So Star Wars Comics says that Darth Bane probably wouldn't have liked Palpatine.
Well, yeah, like Bane was about the success of the Sith. Sidious was about the success of himself.
Yeah, but in many ways, like I said before, Palpatine's like the ultimate Sith. He follows their core values right down to the fucking letter.
Oh, no. He is a Sith at their worst for me.
Yeah.
Like, he is like, because Sith can be restrained and like their wrath can be very restrained and calm. Sidious, he was restrained till the day he didn't need to be restrained anymore. After that, he let it fly. He let his creep flag fly.
Honestly, I love the way he kicked Mole and his brother's asses. Like, yeah, Savage Press. Like, he wasn't playing.
Oh yeah.
You are a rival. I was like, damn.
Yeah, speaking of Maul, I really like his attire. I wish I could find a description of it so I could write that down.
Oh, really? You know, Maul wears different kinds of stuff depending on the era.
The idea with like the stuff he wore in the Clone Wars, like that Damon character I told you about, he dresses just like that. Like it's set in the Cold War, and he dresses similar to that, even when he works for the Jedi.
Yeah.
What's this? Bo Beavis?
Bo Beavis?
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't get it.
Well, it's Bo Beavis is some insurance guy. And it's just funny because of his name. Me and my friend poke fun of his name. And kind of how he looks.
So basically, Sidious is like an anti-Bane. Like he's the polar opposite of Bane and Darth Maul, essentially. But anyway, you were going to say, Gage?
What I was saying was, yeah, I know it's. Wait, what the hell?
Dan, stop messing with stuff.
Dan, if you don't stop, I'm going to call Bo Beavis on your ass. He's going to give you a ride on the Bev train, boy. Tickle that pickle. Dee.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out. I like Bo Beavis will do jack shit. All right.
You don't want to bet on that, boy. He's like, hey, Dan, you stupid motherfucker. I'm going to go play with your chode.
Oh, no. Hey, Nathan, do you know how to change profiles?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to do what I did.
You see the three dots. You see the three dots on your icon. You click that,
or just
then you
click on your photo or the.
You click that, and you click what?
Then click Edit Audio Avatar.
Edit audio avatar. I don't see that.
Okay,
You
there's
know your icon below.
Okay.
Where your name is at.
Yeah.
Click on that, and then it'll show it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I can't wait to see which icon you pick.
This is gonna be fun.
Yay.
Hey guys, I'll come back. All right, I'll be right back. Like literally, I'm gonna figure it out.
Don't let the Bev train catch you. I do that joke around my friends all the time. It just kind of sucks that I don't think I'll get the joke.
Yeah, I don't.
I would say one thing, but it kind of made me cringe. I didn't do this. A friend of mine did. His main reason for saying it is because the guy looks, do I dare to say it? Predatorial. Basically, he looks creepy.
Oh, he looks like he uses a black windowless van, basically.
Something like that, yeah.
Wow, I wouldn't be friends with him then. I would be like, yeah, I'm getting as far away from you as physically possible.
Yeah, I just go along with it because I just think his name is funny. Just that name, there's just something about it. And the way we say it is just so stupid. And every time I would drive past, because in my area, there's this little insurance office he has, and it's got his name on it. Every time I drive past it, I just yell out the window. I go, Bob Evans. I'm just rooting for him to come out so I can just say, hey, you fat piece of shit.
Oh.
Just to see his reaction. We do stupid stuff, I'll admit. And sometimes it makes no sense.
Okay.
We just do it for the hell of it because we're stupid. Mainly me.
Am I tired?
You and I both had work yesterday, and I did not want to be there.
Yeah, plus I have a lot of reading to do.
A lot of reading?
Yeah, I'm reading the Star Wars books, and plus I ordered that Blood and Fire book a few days ago.
By Star Wars book, is this like EU Star Wars?
Yeah, no, I don't buy any of that Disney shit. I buy the old EU stuff.
I'd stick to that because that Disney shit's something else.
Yeah, the only downside is the books I get have the Disney logo on them.
Oh, I hate that. Just the fact that it says Disney, it makes me not want to buy it. Even though I know it's EU stuff and or Legends material, it's just that when it says the Disney logo on it, I just go, why? But I don't know. That's another thing, dude. I don't know if you feel this way. Feel free to tell me at the end, but every time I feel like when they try to bring in a EU character into their canon, they always seem to ruin them. Or by worse, they just don't do anything with them at all. They just shove them in there and expect fans to go crazy.
Yeah, essentially.
I feel like that's what they're going to do with this Old Republic remake.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, if you bastards fuck up Mar, Malgus, or Revan, I will personally start a war.
And the main reason why I say that is because it would have been different if it was remastered into the same story, but better graphics and maybe better gameplay. But the fact they call it remake, I'm starting to doubt it. It just makes me go, this don't sound good.
Yeah, it don't sound good at all.
But, you know, when with Disney, you can't tell them anything.
Hey guys.
Yo.
All right, let me see if I can get this to work properly now.
What you trying to do?
Simple. I made my profile. Now I'm gonna come out and I'll be back in.
Okay, I already see your profile. Oh, never mind. Bastard done left.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I just been sticking to the expanded universe material, and I know it might be. I don't care if it's a different continuity. I prefer it because it actually gets it right.
I prefer it's entertaining.
Well, yeah, it's mainly entertaining, and the stories are unique, even if they're not canon. I would much rather read them because they at least have context within them.
Yeah, there's actual good quality. Like the stuff that I hear about from the new EU and the new shit by Disney, I'm like, yeah, no, this is fan fiction as far as I'm concerned. I reject it.
It's poor fan fiction.
Yeah, I've read fan fiction that's better than this shit.
Yeah. I mean, because do you and Dan ever talk about, I'm sure y'all do, but I just thought I'd ask, do y'all two ever talk about trying to do Star Wars stuff, like film-related stuff?
Dan does. I stick to writing stories. Like, I would not mind making a fan-made story, but it would just get called fan fiction, so...
Yeah, because,
Actually, I'm working on it right now. Well, I'm working on original stuff and this one Star Wars thing, plus fan fiction stuff on the side. So I'm more busy than a backed up coke dealer and user.
See, I'm a little similar. I'm just mainly sticking to original stuff because I just feel like that for me, originality is better because it's your own.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stuff like that.
All right, well, what did you say? I heard you say about your own, and then you kind of cut out.
Yeah, I think that was my internet. What I was saying was, dang it. Oh well. I would rather stick to my own stuff because you have the more creative freedom to do your own thing when it comes to originality.
Yeah.
Compared to something when it's already pre-established and you kind of have to pretty much go by the guidelines.
Yeah, like when you have stuff that's already established, it's kind of there's restrictions. Like this is something I learned from fan fiction. It's easier to do fan fiction because you have established lore already. But if it's not, but you also have limits to what you can do. Like let's say you're trying to be faithful to the source material and try to make it fit within that story. You have to make it fit with the lore as established.
Yeah.
But I learned some pretty good lessons from fan fiction, I'm not going to lie.
All right, hey guys, I'm back.
Nice.
Took me a while, but I figured it out.
Before you left, I said I already saw your profile pic.
Yeah, I know, but I tried to get it on through my laptop. I joined through my phone the last time.
Oh, you're doing it from your laptop.
Yep, which gives me more access to things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Money has been the obstacle to you creating the films that you'd like to create. I want to remind you of something.
Yeah, sorry, this ad came up for film training or something. Sounds interesting.
I don't. As far as I'm concerned, train is useless. You learn it as you do the job.
Wow, dude, you're pessimistic as fuck.
For the incorporated.
But I tend to take the Robert Mitchum approach, and this comes from experience from college. I went to college hoping I could learn to write better.
Yeah.
They did not. I learned jack shit most of the time from them. So yeah, no. I adopted the Robert Mitchum approach. Like going to college, learn how to rise. Like going to college, learn to be tall. It's just like something you can't do. And that Robert Mitchum was a smart guy. He was also very sleuth. Like he hid the fact he was an actor from his kids till they were in their teenage years.
Wow.
Yeah, they were unaware for that long. I'm like, damn, this guy was good.
How is he able to hide that from them?
I don't know. Maybe they went to private school or something.
Maybe he just didn't maybe he made sure there were no TVs in the house. I don't know.
I don't know. Don't know. Don't care.
Well, damn.
Actually, if I could have anyone on, I would like to discuss noir with someone. Mostly so I could learn more about it. Like, I'd like to have Razor Fist on, but I doubt he'd do it. Noir. One second. I just have to put something in real quick.
Honestly, Gage, dude, you should really check out the DCAU. It's really good.
Okay.
Batman animated series, Superman animated series. Like, if you ever want to get more into DC, then trust me, old school DC is really good.
I'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. I'm trying to find the noir archives. Where the fuck is it?
I like that joke the Joker makes because he's voiced by Mark Hamill, so it's like it's a funny joke he does where he says, "May the floss be with you, Batsy." That was funny. Yeah, it was a funny callback.
Anyway, what was I going to say?
Yeah.
I don't know what I was going to say, but yeah, no, noir is interesting. Like, wait, why am I talking about noir? What was I doing again? I don't know. Basically, like Robert Mitchum actually had a funny clue. He's like the best actor I ever saw was Ren 1010, and that's a fucking dog. So there can't be much of a trick to it.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I should probably show this. It's fucking funny. Yeah. This would be hilarious. Hilarious. Mm-hmm.
I'm Jay Pulley. I'm the owner and founder of Pine. How to relax. And now your host, Walt Disney.
One of the most common topics of today is how to relax, what to do with our leisure time. Down through the ages, one of the most important things man has worked and struggled for is leisure. And with the 5-day week and the 8-hour day, man is well on his way to this goal. So he must solve the problem of what to do with all this newfound time, how to relax. Here at the studio, we have one of the most relaxed characters you've ever met, Goofy. So I'm going to turn the show over to him and let him act as your guide on this program to show us the Goofy way to relax. To probe the mystery of this fascinating subject of relaxation, let's take the key to the future. Open the door of the present
Oh yeah, sure.
Step across the
All right,
threshold
man.
of time and journey back through the dim, dark corridors of the past. Come with me. Back through the days of the horseless carriage and the high-wheeled bicycles. Back to the very beginnings of our young nation. Over the drawbridge and through the age of chivalry. Back past the ancient days of the pharaohs. Back, ever back to prehistoric man's earliest beginnings. The caveman. The caveman had nothing but leisure on his hands. He was truly relaxed. Then one day he made a big mistake. He discovered his thumb. With his thumbs, he found he could pick up a club. The club developed into tools.
Oh my god.
Man discovered work. And that was the end of leisure.
And that was the end of leisure.
He made pyramids and sphinxes. He built acropolises. He built boats and bridges and cities with roads and buildings and houses. Well, one thing led to another until man was doing nothing but work. Round the clock he worked.
Hey Gage, this is kind of like you.
And when he got tired of
Yeah,
working,
you just work.
Well, that's
he
true.
worked some more.
This is basically you, Gage. You just work until you fall.
Came the revolution.
That
The
explains a lot.
industrial revolution.
Yeah.
Using brains instead
I
of
won't
brawn,
lie.
man began a long fight to recapture what he
And
had lost.
the bed situation, that would explain Keegan.
He harnessed steam.
What,
and became
Keegan
its
not
master.
working?
Yeah,
Built machines of steel to make his work easier.
because he's
Step by
lazy.
step, he moved
Lazy
He
man.
invented
He's
things.
lazy.
Huge cranes.
Hey, yeah.
Lazy man. He's
Steel
lazy.
foundry.
Lazy big boy.
The 6-day
Yeah, he's
week and
lazy.
the 12-hour day became
Mhm.
things of the past.
Yup.
Thanks to the miracle of mass production. Now it would appear that man is right back where he started, with time on his hands and his thumbs unemployed. But no, there's a difference, a big difference. Outwardly, he appears to be relaxed, but inwardly, the machine has mastered man. This anatomical chart shows that underneath it all, he is a creature of tension, strain, and worry. A victim of the frenzied tempo of
Taxes,
modern living.
bills, job,
Note
golf
the grim
score.
face. Butterflies in the stomach. Taut nerves. Knotted muscles. Anxiety impulses from the brain cause footus flatus, like this, or pedal extremis, like this. But unlike the brain, the foot is too smart to try to keep up the frantic pace. It simply lies down and goes to sleep. This is marked by a tingling sensation. This tingling is transmitted through the nervous system's telephone line until it reaches the brain. Hello? Brain? This is what? Slow down. Relax. But relaxing is much easier said than done. Today, man has forgotten how to relax and how to enjoy all the leisure time he has. So let's try to solve this problem of modern man by simple arithmetic. First, there are the evenings, the leisure hours between work and bedtime. In a year, these evening hours equal 87 full days of leisure.
You better take full notes, Gage.
Weekends add 104 days each year.
Take notes. This will teach you how to relax.
Vacation gives us another 14 days of leisure. So, not counting sick leaves, holidays, coffee breaks, and just plain goofing off. We have a total of 205 days to relax. So let's start with
damn. But it's teaching you how to relax, Nathan. You're learning how to relax.
For everyone.
I want to relax. I want to do a stream. Let myself into an early grave.
But Nathan, that was going to teach you how to relax.
I already relaxed enough. Actually, no, Keegan relaxes the most out of all of us because his ass don't work. He just lays around all damn day expecting some miracle to happen.
Yeah, well, he tells me he watches YouTube videos, then listens to music, then goes on Twitter, then talks to us. That's his schedule.
Yeah, that ain't doing shit.
Okay, 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes.
It's a very fundable job, Gage. It just requires, nothing.
It doesn't require a lot of effort.
It requires a lot of effort. It takes a lot to go on YouTube and deal with YouTubers and go on Twitter and deal with Twitter users.
Not really. At least it don't take effort for me.
I mean, dude, I think you're rarely on the internet, to be honest.
I spend all day writing or reading. That's about, or watching TV. That's about it.
Yeah.
And my internet's acting up. I don't know why, but it is. Or at least it is for me.
I can't watch this while I'm on here.
Watch what?
This noir archives out of the past.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch that till I get off here. I got 19 more minutes. No, 18 more minutes. Well, almost 18 more minutes.
18 more minutes before what?
That's the time limit.
The time limit for what?
This live stream?
I do every stream is supposed to be 2 hours or 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting till Nathan one day does a 5-hour live stream. I'll be like, damn.
Okay, the day that happens is the day I have a lot of subscribers.
It's the day you have a what?
A lot of subscribers.
Yeah.
And money to burn that I'm not burning on Grand Order.
Oh, right. So if you do a 5-hour live stream, that will cost you cash?
No, the thing about this is you're given a certain amount of time for every month, I think.
Yeah.
And with the free one, I have 24 hours of free or 48 hours worth of time I can use. I have no idea how much time I have left on there.
I mean, do you even make any money at all?
No.
Well, shit. I thought
I do this stuff for fun. My own entertainment at best.
No, I'm just saying, dude, if you make money on this, then you'll be if you're able to, like, you know, tap the market side of YouTube, then you'll make some money. It may be little, but it'll be something.
No, I plan on getting a real job at some point, but I'm just waiting to go back to Arkansas one more time. Then I'm getting a job. I need something to do when I'm not writing or reading.
I don't know, become an author.
I don't plan on being an established writer. I would prefer to write short stories for the most part, and maybe some novels, but mostly short stories.
Yeah, a lot of authors write short stories and mostly novels. It doesn't have to be long.
I was going to say there is one thing how you can make money, but I don't know if I should say it.
Go for it.
OnlyFans?
Fuck you, man. What the fuck, man? I'm not that desperate. And I don't have daddy issues.
Now, the first time someone told me about OnlyFans, I didn't know what they were talking about. What a reference an OnlyFan.
You want to hear a funny OnlyFans story? It's a Florida man story. A guy broke into a woman's house and made her start an OnlyFans account.
What the fuck?
Serious?
Yeah, serious.
Oh my god.
Like Florida man is my favorite meme of all time. It's one of the favorite ones out there. Not as good as this what's it called? It's not as good as the Belt Sanders story.
So let me get this straight, Nathan. Let me get this straight. You're telling me someone in Florida broke into a woman's house and forced her to make an OnlyFans account?
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's how I remember hearing it. And that's got nothing on the Belt Sanders story. That one's hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, Super Kami Guru.
I swear. Oh man, you guys are crazy.
I am not crazy. I'm differently sane. Big difference.
That's the Joker's mindset.
Wait, you think I'm like Mark Hamill? Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
No, that's what the Joker says when people say he's crazy. So I'm not crazy. I'm differently sane.
No, he said that once.
Why so serious?
No, you're saying it wrong. It's why so serious.
No, but that's Heath Ledger's Joker. That's not the Joker who said he's different.
True.
I think Mark Hamill's Joker.
I prefer Heath Ledger's Joker. I'm not gonna lie. I prefer Heath Ledger's Joker. I'm not gonna lie.
I prefer both. Like, if you told me who are my top two favorite Jokers, it's Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill.
Same.
I love Jack Nicholson, but he'll have to be a number 3. As much as I love him, he's number 3.
My mom actually prefers him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what they don't talk about?
What?
Cesar Romero's Joker.
Oh, that's a classic. He may be goofy, but that's a classic.
Oh yeah, they made him into a mercenary, basically. But yeah, it is funny though. Like Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill are my favorite. But if you had told me I had to pick between them, like Heath Ledger all the way. Like he embodied the craziness for me.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Mark Hamill can do the crazy. I'm just like, but Heath Ledger sells it in a live action performance.
Oh, he really does. He does.
Plus, Heath Ledger didn't do anything to piss me off.
Well, he's dead.
I know he's lucky. He's lucky. He doesn't have to put up with bullshit anymore.
Mm.
I mean, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the one thing about the dead people I envy. They don't have to put up with bullshit anymore. Like I envy my uncle. He's dead, and he doesn't have to put up with bullshit anymore.
Well, I hope he finds peace.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have to put up with bitches anymore. I know that.
Hey.
I look at all the shit going around, and some days I want to be dead.
Dude, no one wants. Being dead is a horrible thing, at least in my opinion.
Why? It's so liberating. You no longer have to care about anything. You'll be too dead to care.
Well, trust me when I tell you, man, that being dead isn't worth it. Okay, I'd rather everyone be alive.
I know. I like being alive too, but there's some days where my inner nihilist is like, "Why put up with the bullshit anymore? Why not just let go?"
Okay, well, I don't know. It's just, life is a great thing. Who wants to lose it?
It is, but hey, nothing lasts forever.
Just like what Black Widow says in Age of Ultron.
Oh God, I quoted Black Widow. Damn it!
That's what she says. Nothing lasts forever.
I mean, it's a question. Which would you prefer, live or die? Personally, I like the idea of you're given a chance, a throw at fate to leave a mark on the world with your time on Earth. I like that idea because living forever sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, maybe to you, but I prefer to live forever.
Why? It gets like everyone you love will die, and
No,
plus,
not if I make death fictional. Not if I make death fictional.
Dan, we're not doing it your way. We're just saying hypothetically, only you are immortal. Everyone around you dies. This world you're living on is one day going to be engulfed in fire when that sun goes supernova.
Well, that's what most evolutionists believe. According to the Bible, humans aren't going anywhere, and the Earth isn't going anywhere either.
Yeah, the Bible also says a senior citizen built an ark in a couple of days.
You have a hard time believing that?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that as a joke.
Yeah, but my point is, dude, I'd rather us all be alive than dead.
Why? If the Bible's right, I get to see God. Then I can ask, was it worth it? If not, fuck off.
Why? You want to be little? You want to be little girl Gamora at the end of Infinity War? Was it worth it? Yes, says Thanos.
Oh, I'm not going to say was it worth it. I'm going to ask, did it serve a purpose? If so, okay, fine. I can put up with the bullshit then. If not, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's really based on your perspective, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be like Freddie Mercury. Was it all worth it?
Shrug shoulders. Hey, Gage, is Gage T going to be your rapper name?
If I were to rap, hell yeah, or G Main.
Where'd you even get the profile from?
Yeah, I got a pen name right.
Is that what, Dan?
And if anyone else uses my pen name, I'm going to be so pissed if they do it before I can.
No, Gage, I asked you, where did you get your profile from?
Oh, I created it on this app that I got on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I started doing edits, and I did an edit of that, so I used it as my profile pic.
Hudson. Quit that.
Oh, how is Hudson anyway?
He keeps licking himself. It's very annoying.
Licking his crotch.
I don't know, all dogs do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it drives me nuts though. The sound is grating. Kind of like Keegan's voice.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah.
There's actually truth to that. So.
What did you say?
I said, Keegan, if you ever hear this, no offense, man, but you do talk too much. And that's coming from me, of all people.
Oh, well, you're likely not going to get... He's likely not going to see this because Keegan says he often doesn't watch live streams unless he's in them. I know, right?
Narcissist. Excuse me, I had to cough.
Yeah, he probably is. But yeah, he's likely not going to see this unless someone shows it to him.
Okay, then Carolina sucks.
Ha ha ha.
So does Florida.
Fuck you.
For the record, I don't hate Florida. Like, Florida Man is my favorite Maine, but God, I hate going there.
Oh my God. Florida Man, this. No, you hate going to Florida. Why? It's sunny.
Because back in middle school, my parents once a year would travel there, and I had to go with them. I hated it.
Really? You didn't like it there?
I got sunburnt one time there. Granted, it was my own fault, but still.
Hi, we're all modern.
Oh, so bad experiences then.
Yeah, I got so sunburnt, it was not funny. Like, I was more burnt than Amy Schumer after she did that one special. Come on. Comes on. Hey, I want to end it here.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, Bo, I had a question. Holocrons, can they store memories?
What memories? What you mean, like in your head?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure holocrons could store information. I don't know, I don't know if they could put like the memories of people's minds. I think it depends on the canon. You'll have to do the research though.
Because I had an idea for a holocron that lets the Jedi see Damon's memories, and they're like, "Oh my, that's actually not how bad."
Oh, look, it's Bruce.
Oh, Bruce, hey, you showed up in the last 5 minutes.
Well, of course, that's my timing.
Wow.
Oh, for God's sake.
What did they say? Fashionably late.
Something like that. Yes.
Anyway, how you doing, Bruce?
I'm doing all right. I'm just waking up from a nap, so I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, if I'd known you were going to be this late, I would have done the stream later because I actually like having you on sometimes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, Gage, this is Bruce.
Hey. What up?
Hi.
Yeah.
Should I go, hola, niño?
What was that a reference to again? Yeah, or was that just something you said?
Oh, the hola, niño thing's from that Maxie Miller dude. He's a TikToker.
Is he popular?
He was in 2020. I don't know about now.
Yeah, he probably lost relevancy.
Yeah, because that's all he kept saying. That's all he was known for was, hola, niños.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you stay dated.
Yeah, that is true.
Actually, Dan, since I got you and Bruce, who do you think is right, Batman or Red Hood, when he says, just kill her and be done with it?
I think he's right in that circumstance. Easily Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Red Hood has a dumber philosophy than even the Punisher.
I feel bad for Red Hood, though.
I mean, I like his philosophy, but then again, that's just me. I like flawed philosophies.
No, but the reason why I feel bad for Red Hood is because it's like, he expected Bruce to at least kill the Joker for what the Joker did to him, even though he has his code. But in the end, Batman didn't do that. So I guess in a way that kind of hurt him.
I mean, it did, but if you read The Lost Days, it definitely broke him a little bit.
Well, that's all influenced by the Lazarus Pit.
Unfortunately,
because Jason was influenced by the Lazarus Pit because it makes you insane. And from Jason's perspective, the world revolved around him. And so if him and Batman were so great together, and him and Batman were supposed to be the tightest crew ever, why wouldn't Batman take the logical leap and get revenge for Jason's demise? Now, we're given extra context later on, not in that comic, but later on, we're given extra context that all of that philosophy that Jason had wasn't his philosophy at all. It was manipulated and given to him to have that philosophy. And it goes into terrible writing, in my opinion, terrible writing for Talia al Ghul in making her hey, here's my genius idea today. If I send Jason Todd back to Gotham to make him Batman, because this is obviously a flawless plan. If I send Jason Todd back to Gotham to be Batman, Batman will retire and he will then become my lover, and he's going to retire with me while Jason Todd takes over being Batman in Gotham. Completely a flawless plan. There isn't anything wrong with this plan. This is completely logical and sound.
I thought the plan was for her to. I thought the flaw. I thought it was she was mad at him for killing Raish, and she wanted Jason to do that as revenge.
No, her motivation was she wanted Batman to retire with her, and Jason basically took her concept, and because he was still warped by the Lazarus Pit, it was perverted. His mind changed it and perverted what he was understanding, the lessons she was trying to teach him. And Raish tried to warn Talia about Jason. He tried to tell her that Jason is a loose cannon and you can't control him. She has no idea what she unleashed on this earth. And she's like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I do like the personality he showed after the effects seemed to loosen. Like, it seemed like he gradually regained his sanity. I do like the personality that came as a result of that.
You could disagree with me, Nathan, but if you ask me, I don't think Jason Todd as Red Hood actually changed ever since his resurrection.
I mean, he's not instances where he did seem to go crazy, like when he fucked with Nightwing.
Oh, Gage, can you keep it a little down? Just asking.
Yeah, sure.
Just a little. Yeah, thanks, man. No, I feel like the Jason Todd we knew before he got crowbarred to death and the Jason Todd that came back aren't the same, and that's because of the various effects that the Lazarus Pit has when even once it could have on your psyche.
Well, what I was going to say is what guided Jason back to sanity and normalcy was Batman. Because an underrated portion of Batman's skill set, you see it everywhere, but no one addresses it. No one talks about it. It's just completely flying under the radar, is Batman's knowledge of psychology. So Batman was able to guide Jason back to the light because he knew how to manipulate Jason's mind. And Under the Red Hood was like the whole thing, the whole climax up to the ending is Batman trying to guide Jason back to who Jason used to be. Because Batman knew something was off with him. Something was wrong. And I believe it was Jason that tipped Batman off as to, okay, Raish is the reason he's back to life. And once Batman had that cue, once Batman figured out, okay, he got brought back from the Lazarus Pit, not from dark magic. Well, technically that is dark magic, but not from like a sorcerer, not from some fake death, not from a switched body, nothing like that. It was dark magic basically brought him back. Demonic magic brought him back.
Demonic magic.
From his experience with the Lazarus Pit in the past, where Raish had come back and had tried to kill Talia, and Batman had to stop Raish from that. And he got to see like that switch flip in Raish's head. Batman knew that he had to do something similar to that to bring Raish back, to calm Raish down. This is also post Talia being thrown into the, I want to say it is. I think it is. It's post Talia being abused by her sister. And her sister had the brilliant idea of, I can do what Raish's plan, but better. And so she just kept killing Talia and throwing her into the Lazarus Pit to resurrect her. And that's a part of like the in-lore reason that Talia is insane. It's stupid, but that's a part of why Talia is as insane as she is in most continuities, is because it's post that happening to her.
Honestly, I can never gauge a direct or main personality for Talia. For the most part, there seems to be like a variety of different versions of her. From my observations, like there's no, at least, and this is from my interpretation, there is no main version of Talia al Ghul. Like there's no core fundamentals in my mind that makes her her. There's just different versions of her character.
Well, yeah, what Bruce brought up, though, that kind of is, I think, I think the pit did fuck Jason head up. I just think the influence waned. That's why I liked it anyway.
Who gradually influenced Wayne?
No, the Lazarus pit. It influenced Jason. I'm just thinking over time it lost its hold on him.
Maybe.
But that's my theory. Right?
But if you're like Ra's al Ghul, the more you use that thing, well, it becomes a hold of you. It's like the Venom.
Yeah, Jason used it once, though, and it technically wasn't his fault. Someone forced him into it while he was like, I don't know, semi-conscious. Like he got hit by a car after he was brought back to life, so he could respond instinctually to stuff, but he wasn't like fully there. So she dumps him in the pit when Ra's is taking a dip in it. That more or less restores his mind, but he's fucked up in the head as a result.
Does anyone find the DCAMU version of the Lazarus Pit interesting? Because that's the one version where at some point it stops working. Like,
I don't quite know the real world lore behind Lazarus and the whole biblical notation of it.
Yeah.
The two iterations of the Lazarus Pit that I know of is in Stargate and in Batman.
Oh.
And in both of them, it's very, very similar. In Stargate, the more you use the sarcophagus, it's not that the sarcophagus loses its power, it maintains its power. It's that your body can only regenerate in that way so many times. And even the parasite that the Goa'uld are, like usually what a Goa'uld will do is if their body is their flesh suit is basically weak, they'll just jump host. The parasite will come out of the one body and go into another body. But the parasite itself is still a living organism, and if it gets too badly damaged, the sarcophagus can heal that and bring that back to life. But that's still like a flesh suit can only be done so many times. You know, and the more they do it, the more corrupted they become, the more insane. They use the analogy of, typically you would see the Goa'uld become insane, but they basically like correlate it to getting old. So you would see just the different behaviors of the different Goa'uld, like it was a mental illness that came with age, like a disease. So one of them would just be completely detached from reality. Another would be a short-tempered and irrational, and just these different types of behavioral changes in them. In Batman, the immediate thing that you get is psychosis. But as we see with Ra's, in Ra's case, he begins becoming more feebled. He becomes harder to move, harder to manipulate. And that was part of what the Batman Beyond was trying to explore with Ra's swapping minds with Talia.
Ooh, that one was dark.
Yeah, that was fucked up. That was fucked up.
And you know, like she's the nicest. Like in my personal opinion, that's the sweetest version of Talia I've ever seen in DC lore, and the way she was dealt was so fucked up.
Well, that's when you're backing up to what you said previously, how you're like, oh, there is no consistent version of Talia.
From my interpretation, Bats, I could be wrong.
Yeah. You aren't wrong if you're following the main continuity, because every writer has a different take on the character, and every writer has no idea how to even write her character. You know, the DCAU was the most consistent in how her character should be portrayed. And I say should because that is her character. They basically took the very first comic she was in, they translated that perfectly, and then every story she's in thereafter is translated perfectly to create a consistent personality and character. All right, Talia al Ghul is a Bond chick, okay? And for some reason, you get people like Grant Morrison, and Grant Morrison is working with what came before, and not really digging further or deeper into any of the other characters. His main character he dug into is Batman. Everything else is secondary to the story he wants to tell. So he doesn't dig deeper into, okay, let me understand who Talia al Ghul is, outside of, okay, let me just take all of these things that Talia al Ghul did, and I'm going to make her do this thing that I want her to do, because I want Batman to have a son, and I want to screw with Batman's mind. I want to tear Batman down. Okay.
Can you remind me of his name? For some reason, I forgot his name for a second.
Who?
Grant Morrison?
Grant Morrison, yeah. Yeah, sir. It's a thing with me. I remember faces. I don't remember names. But anyway, what I've noticed,
it wasn't Grant Morrison wasn't the one who decided to have Talia get tortured and thrown into the Lazarus pit over 1,000 deaths.
Oh, shit.
That wasn't Grant Morrison's idea. I think it might have been 100 deaths.
No, but what I noticed about Grant Morrison is that a lot of his work on Batman is internal. Like, I try to observe different Batman writers. And when I observe Grant Morrison, he has these internal stories, like messing with Batman's psyche, his perception of things. That seems to be his angle.
Yeah. But see, like I said, so he's coming at it, like he's coming at all of the Batman characters as they each have their own history and their thing, and they just happen to intersect with Batman. And so everything is coming at Batman from a Batman perspective, not from a third-party, all-seeing eye perspective, from the perspective of God, basically.
God or the audience.
We're coming at this from, this is all in Batman's perspective and how Batman looks at things. Which is why Grant Morrison shrugs off and laughs that it was a consensual between him and Talia. But from Batman's perspective, it was non-consensual.
For some reason, it's bizarre. The whole Talia raping Batman thing. It's bizarre to me, but I don't hate it. It's weird. It's like, I thought normally that sort of normally a plot like that would come off as bad, but for some reason I'm like, you know what? I don't mind. It's interesting. It's weird, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's not she's the only one who's done that. Like Shadow did the same thing to Oliver Queen.
Oh, right. Yeah, good point. No, but my two favorite versions of Talia, is the loving, caring one in the animated series, and the cold hard bitch in the New 52 and DC Rebirth. Like, out of all the versions of Talia I've read or watched, it's like on one hand you have the loving Talia who gets along with Batman and she's loyal even though she has her duties to her father, and it's tragic, the whole tragic love thing. And the second one where it's like she's gonna manipulate, use, and trick anyone she can for her own goals. Like she manipulates Damian so fucking much, it's funny. It's like those are the two versions that I prefer because they're fun. But
right, and that to me is the lunacy of it. Like that's the inconsistency of Talia is, and it's an Elseworld comic, but you have a comic where Talia is willing to fake a miscarriage to protect Batman. Okay. Because she saw what Batman was doing when he held back. He held back because he looked at it as, I'm going to be a father. So if I'm going to be a father, I can't be out here doing all these reckless things that Batman does, but I can't quit being Batman. So Talia saw this conflict, and instead of forcing Batman to make a decision, she made the decision for him.
Right.
Because she loves him. She that's what a partner does. And that's one of the things, like I said, it's not canon. And it's a travesty that it's not. But that's Talia. Like she genuinely loves him. And the writers are just like, no, she doesn't. No, she's just as evil as her dad. And they don't realize that Dan and I were talking about this the other day with the leftist scope of the comic writers. They don't realize it's like, what's the end game that Raish has? And contrast that to what's the end game of Talia. Now, it's interesting, Talia's end game, because you also have her sister who has an end game. And her sister and her father are both extremists and both have a very dumb idea of, we're going to save the planet. The difference between the sister and the father is the sister's idea is, we're going to save the planet for the good of the planet. Raish's idea is, we're going to save humanity and the planet by putting me in a seat of power so that I can take over the planet. And I know what's best for everybody. Talia takes a step back because of Batman, and she says, we're going to save the planet and humanity, but it has to be done by someone who's completely noble and altruistic, i.e. Batman.
Right.
Or Superman.
Well, hey, look, Raish did want Batman to take his place many times, and Batman was like, no. But in all honesty, I wonder who's worse, Raish or Poison Ivy, because they have similar outlooks, but it's
my money's on Raish.
You think Raish is worse than Poison Ivy?
Well,
they're equal.
Hang on, maybe not. I guess.
Well, look, Nathan, think about this. Poison Ivy wants all of humanity dead over the fate of plants. At least Raish wants.
Poison Ivy's worse. Poison Ivy's worse than.
Yeah, at least Raish wants some future for humanity.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I'd say Raish does want some future for humanity, but also depends on what stage is in Poison Ivy's development.
Oh.
Because, old school Ivy, okay, when you make her a jewel thief, like a typical just thief, okay, her ambitions aren't this grand scale of, I want to kill all of the people. Her basic gist is, I want to help stop deforestation. I want to find money or raise money so that I can fight back against these people in South America who are knocking down trees and things like that, destroying the forest.
Oh, so like a traditional activist for the ecosystem.
When
so do you think she got worse over time?
So as she got power leveled up, she grew into having these plant-like powers, these plant-like capabilities, and in that she got connected to the green, and the green. If you look at plants only have one prerogative. Okay, their prerogative is grow, expand. And when you get allergies and things, that's a plant trying to kill you.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. Allergies are plants trying to kill you.
Oh shit. Well, damn, I guess
you like peppers?
Shyamalan. I guess Shyamalan in The Happening was right.
Do you like peppers?
Yeah.
No.
The allergic reaction you get from peppers of them being hot is the pepper trying to tell you, don't eat me. So when humans are like, oh, look, I have a ghost pepper here with, 1,000 plus whatever the gauge is they use for hotness. It's like, oh, I'm going to eat this thing. The pepper is trying to tell you stop.
Wait a minute, I want you to get in.
Gauge.
This door.
Watch the door.
Because look see how dirty it's getting.
Oh,
I gotta go do my bathroom doors. Because you can see where somebody opened the door like this. You can see, like, I guess people keep grabbing it in almost the same spot. You can see, like, dirty fingerprints.
Okay, we can continue.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Nathan. Were you trying to tell me something before?
Hey, I think I might want to end it here. Can y'all continue this on, like, a space or something?
What, like a Twitter space or a Discord?
Either one. Like, I don't want to interrupt it, but I want to go watch TV, and I can't do that with the computer because I have to keep it charged at all times.
All right. Gage, you okay, man?
Yeah, good.
All right, good. Yeah, I think we're gonna end. Well, Nathan wants to end it here, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Fun telling you. Like, next time I think I'll do it later, or I'll DM Bruce to see if he wants to join. Like, I'll DM him also.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because I actually enjoy having you and Dan on at the same time. Y'all are actually fun to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
So y'all have a good day, and anyway, to those who see us, have a nice day, and pray for sanity.
Hey, Gage, thanks for coming, and thanks for not being a mouse, not saying anything.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Later, guys.
Later.